All right, let's get it over now to Chris Murphy.
He is with a former officer from the El Cajon Police Department. Chris.
Good morning. Joining us to talk more about police protocols, Kevin LaChapelle, a criminal justice professor and former officer with the El Cajon Police Department. Thanks for your time this morning.
Sure.
Here we are 12 hours after the shooting happened. When you look at what the police chief said about the response, what are your thoughts?
The response was absolutely amazing. I mean, it was like clockwork. They did just an amazing job.
How much does a helicopter in a scene like this, which can be chaotic, help?
Oh, unbelievably. I mean, the helicopter, from the vantage point that they have, absolutely incredible. Direct radio communication with the officers, so that's very, very helpful.
The helicopter evidently saw the suspect in this case reloading.
Sure.
At what point do police decide, all right, we got to use deadly force here?
Well, going into this, they know this is going to be possibly a deadly force issue because the nature of the actual crime. But, you know, the helicopter has their camera. They can zoom in pretty close, so they can have very good details of that suspect.
What's the communication like in a scene like this initially? You have the helicopter talking to who? You have a command person that then is directing the troops. Take us through that.
Officers are very good at listening to their radios, and they're all communicating. It really is like clockwork. They're listening for very key things. Helicopters telling them what's going on, and they're going in and basically taking the action that they know is necessary.
Do you set up a perimeter at something like this? I mean, do you look? Sure. Because you also have victims.
Absolutely.
So you have emergency response. You have to protect those people arriving as first responders for medical treatment.
There is so much going on, and it's just orchestrated amazingly. I mean, it really is, because there's so many things, from perimeter, from having medical standing by, from the hospitals, trauma centers being put on standby. I mean, San Diego has absolutely amazing protocols for these things.
Your thoughts? We were watching our coverage from Eric Richards, and you saw that African-American gentleman who happened upon the scene and wanted to help the victims. Your thoughts about someone like that in a scene like this?
I mean, it's just amazing, and it does bring out the true character in people, people that are willing to even put themselves in harm's way to stand with other people, to help people. Okay,
let's go into this investigation. You have a white shooter, and you have African-American and one Hispanic victim in this case. You have to wonder whether or not this was a hate crime. No official word yet from investigators or from Shelley Zimmerman, the police chief. What are your thoughts on this by way of the investigation? How does that go forward as you investigate a potential hate crime?
Well, they're going to investigate very specifically, so they're going to look for statements, were any statements made based on race, for example. They're going to be really investigating a lot to find out who this suspect is and what was he all about, what was going on that led up to this particular incident.
And they're going to learn a lot more when they get into his residence.
Sure, so they get a search warrant and they start going through everything, and they're going to have some really good information in the coming days.
Okay, and we hope to get more information in the coming hours as police hope to give us a news conference soon. Kevin LaChapelle, thanks for your time. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.